So today, Roland and I are going to be building the dog coop. Yep, I went to Home Depot, picked everything up, and it came out to $173. I got my plans here. It'll be 9 feet long. You can't even see that, can you? Here, there we go. There we go. 9 feet long by 3 feet wide by just under 4 foot and just under 5 foot there. So it'll have 2 openings on the front for the dogs to go in. I think it'll be good enough.
Where'd you get that paper at?
The paper?
Yeah, that's real nice.
I don't know, I don't know where I got that. But it'll be all metal siding, roof, sides, everything. So I'm gonna take 1/2-inch pink foam insulation and line everything up with that. That way the dogs don't bake in the summer and they have little insulation in the winter. Because the chickens will have big holes in the side with chicken wire. So in the summertime it'll breathe. The dogs won't have that. So I want to at least keep the metal from just heating the whole thing up. And I think that pink insulation will do it. But I'm also doing this on a budget. I am doing this as cheap as I possibly can. So we're not taking it to the home show. We definitely are not. So I'm not going to be building it 100% right, but it'll work. At least it better. You want to get started?
Yeah. Right. I suppose so.
So these boards here I'm cutting at 48 inches. It's 8-foot board, so it's dead center in it. And since I don't have a table where I can hang this off and it not be all wonky, I put these boards down, 2 on each side to support it, so when I cut through the middle, if I go slow, it should not pinch it. But you gotta go slow, you can't be in a hurry, and you can't have a bunch of twist in it either. Good enough. All right, next one. You mind giving me a hand here, sir? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you.
It's like when you're sleeping, everybody starts popping. Well, you know damn good and well they ain't gonna sleep in this fucking thing.
Why not? Think it's too small?
It does look a little small there. I mean, I think this is perfect. This is good.
How big do you think it should be?
I don't think that's too small.
This is the size of their bed that they sleep on.
Yeah, but like, what if they want to get up in the middle of the night and do something? I'm not saying that they will. I mean, just look. I mean, I'm saying here. I mean,
Yeah, no, I see it. I definitely see it. Okay, what if we did this?
are they gonna put the food and water in here too?
No,
It's not going in here.
no,
Where's it gonna go?
outside. All right. What about that?
Well, that's much better.
Think that's better?
Oh, it's a lot better. Well, now they can lay either way they wanted to.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think of that. They want to lay with their head out the window.
Yeah, they can do whatever they want now.
You can't DoorDash garlic steak bite strips,
Bullshit, watch me.
asparagus, and French fries.
Oh, ooh.
I got a French fry.
You thought of the French fries?
And
Yeah.
a Bitsy Boo.
Yeah, a Bitsy Boo.
Listen,
Whoa,
don't
whoa,
make
whoa!
me,
Watch that! Watch
don't
that
make me
food.
chase you. Bitsy. Good girl. We're gonna
Alright.
lose Fat Frank.
No, she was
Oh, on the leash?
no.
Oh.
Fairly to the side. Hey, Betsy, come here. Here, Boo. Come on. Moves like the speed of light. Hey. The great skills of the Pyrenees. Not listening.
Yeah,
Hey,
she's very good at that.
come on. Frank for tank. Come on.
I'm here. Huh? That's a terrible gas.
Do you lay in here for a second? I need dog for portioning. Come on. Here. Okay, I guess that's not as bad.
See, look, she's turned sideways.
I know, I was just thinking like with them like laid out, like feet out for a second, I'm like, eeh.
Should have seen it when I had it before.
Huh?
I moved it a foot out. It was a foot closer.
Yeah, no, it needs to be.
It wasn't there.
Is it doghouse approved? Girl, you do such a good job at panting.
So last night, Sarah, Eve, and I came and put the kind of sidewalls on both ends. And then we went and picked up some of this metal right here. We're going to use this on the roof and the sides. And I want the dogs to be cool in the summer and warm in the winter. So what I am doing is I'm putting down this 1/2 inch like hardboard insulation foam stuff, And I'm going to put that over the whole thing. So in the summer they don't bake in there, it's not an oven. And then in the winter, kind of keeps the wind out, kind of seals it up a little bit. Because this stuff is used, so some of this has holes in it, but you know, it'll work. It'll work. Not worried about it. So this is going to go, the foam is going to go on first. I'm going to staple or nail that on, and then I'll cut this. The sides, I'm just going to put the foam on and then put the siding on. The top though, in order to get the roofing installed correctly on this, so the ribs are going this way, not this way, I have to run like stringers across. So they normally use 2x4s, but that's just too much for this. So what I'm going to do is, I had these fence pieces at home, got them for free about 2 years ago, and they've been laying around. So I'm going to put those up because they're thin, just like our insulation. So it should just even itself right out. I think we should probably just get started. Probably should put gloves on, shouldn't I? Does this work? Wow, that is heavy when you add those up. Done. That breeze is perfect. Holding it up there. So this needs cut to fit in there. All right, Stan, you listening? You listening, Stan? Because here's the plan. I'm gonna cut this to 46 inches, because 46 inches gets me from there to the top of this. And then I'm gonna mark out the location of each one of these rafters and then cut the notch so it'll be 42 inches from the bottom of the notch to the other end. That way this board will sit from the bottom and then notch around these and then come up to the top here. I think that's the best way to do this. At least it's the best I can come up with. So I started putting the siding on, and I put this one up here so I can mark it, cut the holes, the end off. But there's this thing I like to do, and I'm getting really good at it, where I kind of screw myself over. I gotta mark those, but I've already boxed it in. So now I gotta jump in there and mark that out. But this white boy don't have hops, so I'll just have to, I don't know, get in there somehow. Yeah, it's good on the meat. Feels good. Oh. That's just not a good, it's just not a good angle. I don't like this. I don't like that. I'm not gonna do that. No, I should have brought an angle grinder. That probably would have been nice and easy. Yeah. I can cut it. I brought snips. Let's see. Cut this first, maybe? Oh, they're bigger than the... Oh, yeah. Should have brought an angle grinder. All right. Ow. Ow. Ah. All right, I gotta straighten that up now. Only got one more. That's gonna suck. Can you tell me if that side's lined up? That side down there, is it lined up? I can't hear you. Can you? I'll just assume it is. Oh, there's just no way. Come on. What do you think of that? Does that look good? What do you think? Now I'm gonna have to wrap that in something, obviously, so the dogs don't cut themselves, and then I also want to, you know, kind of make sure that this doesn't get all wet and rotten. Because you probably should use treated lumber for anything outside. So what I did is I didn't buy treated lumber because we're doing everything on a budget. So I cut my costs down. But you know, I don't know, maybe I'll paint the bottom. Some exterior paint or seal it. I don't know. I probably should have done that you know, way before I did all this, but that's okay. Well, we'll just figure it out, you know, is what it is. Well, that's a little shorter than I thought. I'm gonna make it work though. Oh, I never cut the length. Gosh darn it. Am I flush down there? I need to go your way. Okay. Call it. Stretch. Alright. Definitely was not a straight cut. Am I flush down there? I can't hear you. Hold on. They're gonna have to wait. Tell them to wait. So here's what I just did. These pieces have, one end has a flange that comes down and the other end doesn't. So you can see how this has to have a longer flange so you can screw it here and it creates, so when water, you know, it holds it. Well, instead of cutting up another piece to run on this back, what I did was just cut my own flange on here. So all I did was run the saw, the skinny side of the saw here, right up on here to create my own flange, because I don't need a big piece, so I'm not going to cut up another one. That kind of gives me more usage of my materials. So let's measure this up and hopefully it'll turn out better than the front did. But you know, I joke around and say not taking it to the home show, but the reality of it is we're just trying to get this stuff to work. We know it's not going to last a lifetime. It's not going to be built like a house. That we want it to be light so we can move it. We want the stuff to be durable so it at least will last a while, and we want to make it as cheaply as we can. So I'm not taking excessive amounts of time to make this perfect, because it's not what we're trying to do here. We're trying to get stuff cheap, trying to get stuff that'll last, and stuff that's halfway strong. So this may not be perfect, it may not look absolutely gorgeous. You know, I've kind of done some stuff here that I wouldn't do on my house, but it's to protect the dogs out on pasture. And honestly, during the summertime, they probably won't use it much. And during the wintertime, you might be surprised how little they use it as well, because they don't really go into the coop at home. You know, they like being outside. So this is just protection. And the same thing's going to happen when we go to build this eggmobile. It's a chicken coop on a hay wagon. It's nothing that's going to be, you know, gorgeous. We're just putting it on there, you know, just get it done. Chickens don't care what it looks like. As long as it protects them and keeps them sheltered, that's all we care about. So let's go back and focus on this. I'm talking to myself now because I'm losing my focus. We need to measure this. Now, if I'm not a professional at siding. I know this is not the correct way to do it. I know that for a fact, but again, material yield, this is the best way to do it. Well, we're done for the day today. We got the siding up. I screwed it in, you know, kind of where I felt like it should be screwed in. We'll come back. It's supposed to rain this afternoon. But I'm gonna come back and do the roof as soon as I possibly can. I'm hoping tonight, but I have a feeling it's gonna be tomorrow. So hopefully we can get that on and then get the dogs out here. Because I want the dogs out here while we're building the eggmobile over here. That way they can get used to it out here and we'll be here watching them. So I'm really wanting to get this done. I want them getting used to it too. I don't want them, you know, thinking it's something weird and new. So that's why I want it finished before we come out here. I got some scrap there. That's what I got left for the roof. But it's, hopefully we don't get too much wind tonight. I don't think the random lumber I put on there is going to hold much. So I'm going to move the truck. I know it's not perfect. All I want to do is keep the rain from just beating in and getting underneath all this stuff. I might, man, you know, I mean, that's fine. As long as the rain has somewhere to go. And you're really going to see that when we go to the next side. So on this side, I got the same style of whatever that flashing is as the other side, but I don't have enough to do the whole thing. So I'm going to take some of this drip edge and just lay that in there and then persuade it back down to where it should be. Because I just don't want rain getting in here, or snow, so I'm just trying to cover the gap. I'm not trying to make it perfect. All right, good enough. Now, I'm gonna cobble together some corners, put some wood around the dog entrances so they don't get cut, and this will be done for now. I want it to be done. So on these corners, all I'm trying to do is cover up these open holes. So I'm just taking a piece of drip edge and I'm just gonna put it over there. Just like that. And now you can't get straight direct into those holes. All right, last thing we have to do is I'm gonna take these fence planks that I used for the roof and I'm gonna put them, I'm gonna put them around here so when the dogs go in and out, they can't cut themselves on any of this metal. So that's what I'm gonna do now, but this here is hanging down just a little bit. See, it's won't let me put them in. So what I'm gonna do is persuade them to go up. There we go. Perfect. Now let's screw them in. Get some for the tops and bottoms, get those measured. Yep. Okay. Brought my right hand impact, so I don't know how I'm going to be able to use it with my left. Yeah, come on. Yeah, come on. Got it. Oh, where you going, bud? All right, I measured, these are 14 openings. I just realized I made this smaller. It was supposed to be a 14-inch opening, now it's only a 13. 12 and a half? Yeah. Give us some room. Perfect. Do that on the other side, and then we will be done with this for now. For now. But now, the dogs can go in and out, and they won't catch themselves on any of the metal. They'll good on the wood. Well, this is now finished for now. Come winter time or fallish, I'm gonna have to kind of board these up. I'm gonna come back and flex seal the roof from all the holes, because that's the one thing I don't want to leak is the roof. The sides I'm not too picky about. That'll just go down behind the metal and then down the foam insulation. That's fine. But I don't want the roof leaking. It's summertime and these dogs will probably not use this much. They'll use it when it rains, and they might use the front here to give them shade, which is why I made this so long. But even at home right now, they don't go inside unless we lock them up at night, and they won't be locked up out here. So I really doubt that they'll be using this much right now. In the winter time, they'll use it more because they do like to be outside and cold and snow. They love that, but you do see them get out of the wind in the winter time more than you see them use any type of shelter in the summer, other than when it's storming. What I really want to make a point about this is things have to be done and they don't have to be perfect. You can reuse old materials. You don't have to always use measuring tape. You don't have to use the right materials for your corners or for this or for that. What we need to do is just get the things built and serve their purpose. Is it pretty? No. Did it cost a lot of money? No. And that was helped by Amanda having this metal that she had gotten for free and wasn't using. Otherwise it would have cost a little bit more. I have $200 in lumber in this. That's it. I had all the hardware for it, so I'm not dumping a bunch of money into this. Is it extremely lightweight and movable? We really like to keep everything lightweight, movable, so we don't have to use the truck or tractor or anything to move things. This we might have to use the truck for, or at least a couple people. I'm thinking about tying a rope to the front, going through, tying the rope with a washer so you can pull it around, but I still think it's going to take a vehicle to pull it. The other thing I need to do is the sides. I need to put a eye bolt out, and I'm going to take a piece of rebar and bend it into a hook, kind of like a tent stake. See, I'll get it out, don't worry. And so I can drive them in the ground so this thing doesn't go hovering when we get high winds. Will it serve its purpose? Yes. And that's what we're trying to do here. These are farm dogs. They've never lived inside. They love being outside in the dirt, in the grass, in the snow. So this will be perfect for them. They'll love it. Not everything has to be perfect. And that's what we're doing, is getting by. And sometimes that's what you have to do. Don't get focused on the fine details. Look more at the big picture. What are you trying to do? We're trying to get our dogs and chickens out here. They need shelter. This will be perfect for them. Has more than enough room. This is exactly what they need. It's not gonna last a million years, no, but I bet we get a decade out of it. I'm fine with that. For 200 bucks, I'll get a decade out of it. I'm good with that. So, next I have to build the Eggmobile, and I will be working on that today. It'll be in a separate video though. So, if you want to watch that, if you want to see the dogs come out here and use their new dog coop, if you want to see anything we do, please like and subscribe, and I thank you for watching.